thought back then, back in 2018, when we first, started kicking it, is why is this guy not getting the flowers he deserves? Now, fast forward to 2023, going on 2024. Do you feel like you and World Class Wrecking Crew are starting to get the recognition you guys deserve?
It's getting better. It's just not blanketed like I would like for it to be. Like I said on my Facebook, on my Instagram page, I would like to have got an invite. I saw Red Alert there. I saw Cool Herc there. I saw a lot of folks that was on stage that was behind the scenes, just like me, from New York. They were all invited. They were able to make it to the show. By that being in my backyard, I would have loved to have a heads up, hey man, so I can cancel some shit or make myself available for it that night. I understand everybody can't get on stage, but I think it's coming. But it still ain't quite hit the tipping point yet, Doc. It has not hit the tipping point yet. More people are starting to realize, and I think one of the things that people don't, especially for me, if you know me, you may only know me from one thing. I've done so much. I've owned, like I said, I had 6 nightclubs, DJ parties, just DJ the party last Saturday. I'm in the Chicago stepping community. I'm in the line dance community, and because I'm like that missing link between both sides. One day I'm wearing hard sole shoes, going to a event where I might be the youngest person in the room. Next day I'm the triple OG in a youngster, for a bunch of youngsters wearing tennis shoes, jeans, and a hoodie. So because my status is so versatile, a lot of people don't put it together. People still not just realize that that's me from Straight Outta Compton, the movie. They still, wait, oh shit. And it's still amazing, man, that as much as everybody don't watch my podcast. Everybody didn't buy the book. So I think for mostly, I think one of my big problems is, for as even Wrecking Crew, Even After Dark, and Lonzo, is that people close to me don't really support everything they don't know what I've done, so they can't support it. Like Dre can only speak about Even After Dark and Wrecking Crew. Dre can't go back to anything else. He can't go back before he met me at Even After Dark. I didn't really know him back when he was a kid. I saw him, but I didn't know him. Unknown, who was my right-hand man, he don't talk. He don't do interviews. So I got to carry the ball, throw the ball, do the water, call the plays. Yella, he's coming back around. Clientele's back around, but he missed a lot also. So there's a lot of gaps, and there's a lot of misfiring in my history that some people know, some people don't know, and most people don't put it all together.
Yeah. Someone mentioned the P word and pistols, pussies and pistols. Great line from Straight Outta Compton. I want these guys thinking about pussies, not pistols, right? That literally sounds like something the real Lonzo would say. Do you know who would have written that line? Because that literally sounds like you gave them that line.
Like, got it from me.
That has you.
That's something I would say. Okay. Don't know. I don't know if I said it. I've said shit like that before. But maybe not those exact words. But again, you've been around me for quite some time. I'm quick to put some shit together that may not normally go together, but I'm, shit falls out my mouth all the time that I don't know how my brain put it together. But I don't know who wrote that line. But yeah, I definitely take credit for it.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Lonzo would say. Going back to the 50-year celebration on the Grammys, I was surprised to see Will Smith, Fresh Prince, perform with DJ Jazzy Jeff. Legendary group, can't be denied. It doesn't seem like Hollywood is quite yet forgiven Will for the Chris Rock slap thing, but is it safe to say that hip-hop has forgiven Will?
See, again, there goes hip-hop versus Hollywood. Two different arenas. Hollywood may be mad. Hip-hop ain't mad because everybody gets slapped in hip-hop at one point in time. Slap the shit out of somebody is something people do. It's not. And this is a perfect example of how in one arena, oh my God, he slapped Chris Rock. in the other arena, he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. Right on. You follow what I'm saying? So what may be detrimental in one arena, get your street cred in another.
Yeah, that's true. 50 years we're here. West Coast hip hop is a big thing. East Coast, obviously, down south is huge. North. If Lonzo could pick one ambassador for hip hop, one person to represent hip hop, who would you pick? Aside from yourself, of course.
Somebody for represent all the hip hop, or
yeah, just all of hip hop, an ambassador to hip hop, someone to speak on it all the time. If there was such a title, you know what I mean, hypothetically.
What would I say? I probably think one guy, and he was a part of that situation, who's had little to no smut on his name in his whole career, and that would have to be LL Cool J. LL don't have.
That's a good one.
I ain't never heard no smut on LL Cool J. Although allegedly somebody where he got his son, and dude looked like him. The picture I saw, if that shit wasn't, if it wasn't an AI picture, it was a real picture on the AI document. This nigga look like LL. But again, LL, he's been consistent. He still look good. He still rap good. He still act okay. He's had his movie parts. He's done his thing. He's been on television. He's a businessman. He got the radio stations. So I would have to say somebody like him, man, who's been in the game for quite some time and had no beef with nobody other than Kool Moe Dee back in the day. And that was just lyricals. I mean, that was no real thought nobody was going to die situation. So I'd have to say LL.
That's a great answer. I would have to agree with you. I enjoy his Rock the Bells station on Sirius. I think that's probably the only station I really listen to. It's probably the only one I listen to. Obviously, I listen to Sway and others, but yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Let me ask you something. You mentioned LL and the beef and it staying on wax back then. I was listening to someone describe the bridge beef, the bridge versus the Bronx, one of the first, if not the first big hip hop beef. Where did hip hop start? Did it start in the South Bronx or did it start in the Bridge, Queensbridge? You had MC Shan going against KRS-One. And one thing that stood out to me was they said that this beef went on for years and it never spilled into the streets. It always stayed on wax. Do you think in 2024 that could be possible? Two people beefing on wax and it just stays on wax?
It depends on who's beefing, dude. It depends on who's beefing. If it's somebody over 40, yeah, I think it can stay on wax. Somebody under 40,